All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to have all of you here. We want to begin our presentation tonight, and to do that, I want to especially welcome all of you who have joined the call. Kindly indicate your name and use this as a way to welcome every single person. Be Jodo. You have been very consistent in coming first to baptize yourself in the sea of good knowledge. It's always nice to have you. Please indicate your name and where you connected from. Okay, I want to say a big welcome to Fulera from Belgium. Even though you are enjoying yourself and also working hard, you are always alive and kicking on our program. So I want to say congratulations, Fulera, for always showing up. So kindly indicate your name and also please put it on the page to remind everyone on your page. Let them know that sometimes there's that temptation that we will watch the recording afterwards. We shall watch the recording afterwards. Most of the time, people don't watch the recording because they don't have time. They don't have time. So it is when you are live, that is when you see the excitement. That is when you see the realities. And because we have some two speakers and interviews that we are going to have here, it will be nice to tell everyone. So if you are here, please put it on the page and just type "we are live." Okay, just type the word "we are live" on the page. That's all. Just type that on the page, because if you have not done that, it means that you have not helped somebody. You have not reminded somebody to be here. So I want to say, Dr. Upon, it's nice to have you here. We just spoke some few minutes ago, so it's really nice. Mr. Ernest Yeboah Ado, I think Professor Ado probably. It's also nice to have you here. Lawson Ajove, a specialized new gold. It's nice to have you here. Ayram, nice to have you here. Jenny, nice to have you here. Fulera, once again, nice to have you here. I want to say a big welcome to everybody. We have two big announcements that we shall give to you at the end. So let's set the ball rolling and quickly look at the essence of our presence. The essence of our presence today. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. KOA. I teach. That is all I do. I teach and I research in 4 universities now. But it is my humble honor. I'm here not because of some great things I have done. I'm here because of the mistakes I have made, some humbling things and some mistakes I have made and gone through and still go through, and made me better as I correct those mistakes along the line. That has allowed me to become relevant, okay? Because I am flawed, because I am imperfect, it allows me to identify people who are imperfect in the world and bring my story closer to them. And that is what helps me to get people into my yard. That is what's helping me to register as many people as possible in our profession. I have done some interesting things in life. I have sold Akasha Ajwe for 15 years. I've dyed blue jeans, starched them, ironed them. I've gone to Cantaman sold chicken, diversified my business portfolio. I will sell chicken, put live chicken in my pockets, make sure only their heads are popping up. And I will do that. Okay. This was even when I was in the university. I was doing that. And sometimes some people laugh at me. But I was learning and it got me better. It made me better. It's helped me to soak myself into everything that I'm given. It's made me an individual person who doesn't use my academic excellence as anything. It doesn't do anything, okay? Because this industry is a humbling industry. If a person is proud, if a person is so important to himself, if the person feels I'm so educated, I'm rich, that person cannot humbly execute this project. So it is important for a person to recognize. So I speak to you out of mistakes. I learn from mistakes. I teach from mistakes, and that is what will make it better. Let me tell you a story. Some of you will know the movie that is called It's raining heavily here, and I hope that the rain will not interrupt us at all. There's a movie called Mrs. Doubtfire. where the father disguised himself as a female housekeeper in order to stay close to the children and the family. And at some point, the father was surprised that his own family and friends did not even recognize him. But even more serious is that he was disappointed that they did not notice him. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what team building is. You need a certain kind of culture to be recognized, not just that, but to be noticed. It's a culture of relating to everyone. The people in your team are your future millionaires. And these people are the people you want to know, every one of them, not when they become future millionaires, but when they are starting. So we want to, what I want to do is to discuss how we can be great leaders and how we can create great team culture. Okay. Because sometimes some people say, where do I start? How do I become a leader? I don't even have anybody. So how do I become a leader? You are going to see that the moment you are a beginner, you are the leader. If you have nobody to lead, you lead yourself. You lead you. Okay. Because if you can discipline yourself to do something, you can now have the audacity of that cockroach to tell somebody to do the same because you are doing it. If you are doing it, you are more fired to tell somebody to do it. So you see that most of the reason why most leaders are talking on the pages is not because of anything, it's because they are doing it. Because when you are not doing it, it's difficult to actually tell your team to do it. So let's look at leadership. And I'm going to look at leadership from John C. Maxwell's. He is a father of leadership, modern leadership. Okay, John C. Maxwell has written books. And most of the information I'll be giving you, I'll be taking them from this book, which is known as the 5 levels of leadership. The 5 levels of leadership. Okay, you develop leadership through 5 progressive levels. And a person has to intentionally grow through each of the 5 levels of leadership. Influence is necessary in leadership. Influence. It moves from authority to trust, from trust to result, from result to development, from development to legacy, and then recycled. And I'll be getting deeper into each one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of you now to the 5 levels of leadership. I want you to look at this pyramid that explains the 5 levels of leadership, and we shall get back to these towards the end. So let's look at that. The first level of leadership is leadership by position. In other words, people follow you, quote and unquote, as a leader because they have to. They have to. They have to. And that is why they follow you. People follow the president not because they love him, because they have to. People salute the president because they have to. So leadership is by position. Typically, because you started before the person, because you are at a higher level than the person recognizes you as a leader because they have to. But imagine that the person is doing that and the person doesn't feel it. Okay? The person doesn't feel it. Would that not be sad? That a person has to do it. You see, like in the army, somebody say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. It doesn't mean anything. It's because they have to say yes, sir. They attend to your program because they have to. They listen to you because of the rank that you have. Okay, only because you have the rank, that is why they have to. So there's a problem with the first level of leadership. Okay, because that problem is that when they don't see you. For example, guys, if you see the president Nanado now, and you hear that the former president Nanado is coming, do you think that the speed and the alacrity with which people used to go to him when he's coming, is that the same thing you think they do now? No. So positional leadership is fleeting, meaning it doesn't last longer. It is short-lived. When you are off that position, people do not recognize you again. When you are no longer the CEO, people do not recognize. When you are a dean of a school, and you are no more the dean of the school, people, that's when you begin to taste and see whether people recognize you like they used to recognize you. I have a friend who used to be a very high profile person in the Ghana highways. Very, very high. He has an entourage. He has a motorcade. You know, anytime he's going, he has people following him. And he was saying to me that, Kweku, life can be very strange. Can you imagine that the guy who took over me doesn't call me again? Can you imagine most of the people who will praise me, they don't praise me again because he was enjoying leadership by position, the first level of leadership. And when you have that first level of leadership, that is the time you got to prove that you love the people. But that is not the time to prove that you have that position. Okay. Each time you talk and you refer to yourself, okay, you refer to your title, you mention your title, you mention your position. Each time you do that, you are no longer leading, except for two reasons. Except if you mention your title with the intention of taking a responsibility. For example, you tell your team member that, look, I know that as a diamond, I should have been here first to do the presentation. Okay, I should have been here. As your sapphire, I know I should have been here. So you are mentioning the sapphire to take a responsibility, but not to say I'm the sapphire. Okay, that is how you only use your title. You don't put that title as the hallmark of the reason why they got to follow you. In fact, that is what people do. In fact, sometimes when people come to my PhD class, I ask them, why do you want to do PhD? Because PhD means permanent head damage. Why do you want to do PhD? And they said, oh, doc, I mean, can you imagine if you are, a doctor? You see, so their mind is on the title, is on the position. You are no longer leading if each time that is where the focus is. That is known as positional leadership. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Positional leadership is a very, very dangerous place to be for a person. And when you are there, that is when you learn more than you learn it. You only have to say your title if it is in reference to something. Okay. If it is, if you are mentioning that, okay, but just because you have the position does not mean you have the leadership. It doesn't mean at all. And that is why there are some people, they are doctors and professors, and people don't care about them. They don't care. In fact, there are some people who are sapphire, gold, so platinum. They have ruby, and yet people don't care, because that is just the position that they are recognized. They don't feel that they are even doing something that support that. But sometimes somebody can be a beginner, a bronze, a silver, okay, and yet the way the person will be presenting and doing that, somebody will say, is that person a silver? I didn't even know. I thought he was a sapphire, okay, because of the effort that goes with the position that a person is doing. Let's continue. The second level of leadership is not position, it's permission. That means people are following you. You see, the thing about leadership is that people follow you because you got an influence. So people follow you because they want to follow you. Ladies and gentlemen, type want to. They want to. They want to. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot do this business unless you progress to become a leader. And to become a leader, people must want to follow you. They must want to follow you. That means you must have something they want to follow. And for people to follow you, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be someone who builds relationship. You got to be someone who has trust. People trust you. It is a foundation, trust, relationship. Okay, so you sponsor somebody into this project, you invest time by contacting the person every day. It's not a person who should contact you. It's your leading responsibility to contact the person every day. If the person doesn't reply you, that's a different game. You invest your time to listen to the person. The ideas, the challenges that the person is going. So sometimes it's nice to tell the person, how may I help you? I really want to die for you. I want to sacrifice for you. Is there anything I can do for you? That is permission leadership. You see, when you do that, people now see you as a permission leader. You are somebody they can rely on. You are somebody they can call. So when your team members are not calling you, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. It means that they don't feel that you have something for them to contact. How? Why? You came in before them. You are ahead of them. They should want to contact you. They should want to deal with you. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, one of the things that happen in this industry is that people don't build loyalty. They just register somebody and that's it. They register the person. They don't show the person how to log in. They don't give the person the referral link. Okay. They don't help the person. They don't make the person know the orientation. They don't give the orientation document, the PDF document we have. They don't give it to the person. They just register the person. They don't add the person to the page. They don't insist that the person upload his picture on the back of it. They don't do that. Now, as a leader who has to build trust, build relationship, build loyalty, build team cohesion, you want to be doing that. You want to give that person the help, the assistance, the sacrifice, not just the money. No way. No way. You can't do that. You can't do that to a human being. You promise that person that he's going to do well. You told the person that this is going to help you. You told the person, I'm going to die for you. I'm going to sacrifice for you. I'm going to work with you. You can't leave the person along the way. It is criminal. It is criminal. It is criminal. It's a sin to promise somebody, I'm going to help you, and you leave the person. But when you contact the person and the person doesn't respond, that is you've done your part. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. Some people are important by only the levels. They are sapphires, they are platinum, they are emerald, they are ruby, they are diamond. And these are the people you always know. You know them. You know only the sapphires. You know only the diamonds, the rubies, the emeralds. What about that guy who just became a bronze? What about that lady who just spoke on the page? What about that old lady over 60 years who has actually just become bronze? Why don't you celebrate that person? Why don't you praise that person? Why don't you mention the name of that person? That is permission leadership. You are developing cohesion. Okay, because remember that the diamonds and the emeralds and the rubies, they came about as a result of the bronze. The diamonds was as a result of one person coming into the business. The ruby was as a result of somebody becoming silver. Okay, so when you hear that somebody in the team has become a bronze, it is like the person is also a diamond. Treat that person like a diamond because he's a future diamond. When you do that, you bring cohesion in your team. Your team members recognize that you are not only focused on those who are making the thousands, but you are also focusing on the millions. People follow leaders they like. Note it down. People follow leaders they like. And leaders like people who follow them. Okay, leaders have choices of people. Leaders also want people who will come to them. You have to be there for your team. Exactly. You have to be there for it. You have to be there for people you don't even know. In fact, sometimes the moment somebody leaves the group page, I backstage the person, I tell the person, is there any reason why you've led a page? Is there anything I can do to help you? In fact, sometimes I even put it there. Can I? You got to be there for people, guys. It's not right. And that is permission leader. A permission leader is somebody who knows the people. He's not you see, when you say good morning, do you really mean good morning? Do you really want people to really become servers? Do you really want to sacrifice for the person? Do you want the person to do well? All you want is the money, 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 money. Do you want that person to also make that money? That is leadership. It is the most sacrificial thing on the planet. And that is why Jesus had to die for it. Let's move on. Permission leadership is level 2. Level 3 is huge. In our industry, level 3 is by virtue of production. It's production. You see, people follow the level 3 leader because of the result. Not because of the result for one person, but because of the result that person has given to everybody. The result, what that person has accomplished for the organization. That's why people follow them. People follow those production leaders because of the result. So what result? And let me tell you, some of the results is that person is recruiting all the time. That person recruiting all the time. So people see it. The person is duplicating. The person is presenting. The person is presenting. The person is representing. And there, anytime you are presenting, see, you saw that last Sunday, we brought some people into the studio. Okay, beginners from US, from Canada, from Australia, from Belgium, from several other places. We brought people to interview them. Okay, because what we want to do is to build them up to become presenters. We want to build them up to recruit more. We want to build them up to duplicate. Ladies and gentlemen, when a leader focuses on achieving measurable outcomes, that leader has moved to the level 3. The level 3 is production. That person is presenting more. All the time he's ready to present, she's ready to present. The person is recruiting more. And you see the person's name on the leaderboard. That person will bleed, will fight, will do whatever it takes for his name to appear every week on the leaderboard. So identify and recognize those who do little in your team. Identify them and help them and somersault them and make them achieve. Once you help them to achieve, of course, they've got to be willing. Once you help them and they do little, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that little will ginger them. There's a lady in our team. I helped that lady and I said, you're going to become copper. When she became copper, she said, dog, copper might not be a big thing, but it is a huge thing for that person. Help the people to produce. Help them to achieve copper. Help them to produce. And they will say that you are their best leader. One day, they will mention you. The stories of the people that have become bronze and copper is more powerful, like the stories of those who have become sapphires. So don't start making noises when you see sapphire come into your team. That is hypocrisy. When you see a bronze, in fact, when you even see a newcomer who is not brought anybody, who is not sponsored anybody, praise that person. Praise that person. Praise that person. Let that person feel très bien in the team. Let that person feel great in the team. Don't just say that that person just came. Make the person feel welcome. Make the person feel important, because that person is a big shot in his company. That person is a great guy in his company. That person is a leader in his company. He's an accountant. People honor him. Make that person feel good. And the team will have confidence. And the confidence will increase because people gradually become competent. And as they increase their competency, their confidence will resonate in the team. Okay, the people you thought they can't talk, you now see them talking. The people you thought they can't recruit, you start recruiting. Deliver consistent performance as a leader. And please, as a leader, and I'll show you a video that will blow your mind. You must be the one to register more people than anybody. Let me tell you, somebody said that I've registered 18 people. The person called me and said, Doc, I've registered 18 people and none of them have brought anybody. And I told the person, no, until you register 100 people by yourself, don't say that none of them have brought anybody. You must do more than the people. You see, what some people are doing is that they are waiting that God will show them one man, one woman who knows everybody, like Jackie Appiah, like Nanama McBrown. God, he's praying that God will give him Nanama McBrown. so that he will do that thing for them. No way. You are the Nana Mama Brown. You are the Dumelo of your team. You are the Wademaya of your team. So you got to do more. You act as though there's no one in your team. Register as many people as possible, because that is your production. That is the capacity of a leader. It's a production level of leadership. Let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one is hard. I have failed many times with level 4 leadership. Leadership level 4. It's not personal development, ladies and gentlemen. It is people development. It's not person, it's people. People follow you because of what you do for them. People follow you. What have you done for them? What have I done? What have I helped that person to make $50, $100, $1,000? What you see, when you do things for people, they follow you. When you do things for people, when you do things for people, they follow you. They follow you. They speak positively of you because you have done things for them. Not that you are waiting for them to do things by themselves. No, you have done things for them. You have spoken to their people for them. You have presented to their people for them. You have welcomed their people. They posted their people on the page. You welcome them for them. You are talking on the pages for them. You are posting the flyers and the information for them. You are closing their people for them. They follow you. A leader who is a people development leader, that leader will invest his time. He will invest his effort. He will invest his voice. He will invest his money. He will invest his life to mentor and to train. And what is going to happen is that such a person will have capacity to multiply new leaders. The person will create new leaders. The person will not just become a sapphire, but he will create multiple sapphires. That kind of leadership, the fourth level of leadership, is hard. You know why it is hard? It's hard because sometimes these people don't want to do it, because the person must be willing, okay, humble and coachable before you can do it. But even if the person is not, you put in your best. Okay, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There was this guy, he was not pulling. He was not pulling. I will call him, he's not pulling. I will send him messages, he's not pulling. Okay, I will do whatever. Then I told him that, okay, see, this is what I want you to do. I want you to give me the names and the numbers of 10 people. Guys, listen, I want you to give me the names and the numbers of 10 people who earn more than you. He says, Doc, as for that, I will do it. And then he did it because the guy is not pulling. I've done everything. The guy doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to come to the presentation. He doesn't want to do anything. And I said, okay, give me the number. So he gave me 10 numbers, and I contacted each one of those 10 people. And 3 of them got registered. And the guy became a copper. The day the money hit his account, that was the day he resurrected. Today he's on a higher level. I won't mention the name, okay? Because I sacrificed. I did something for the person. I sacrificed. Help that guy in your team to get 1 soul, 2 souls, and that guy will come alive. The fact that a person will see the income hitting his account, it can change so many things. Majority, not everybody, but majority will change. It is called people development. Then teach the person. Teach the person how to present. Then watch the person present. Tell the person, I want you to record yourself and send it to me to see how it is. Guys, you are building a leader. You are building upon levels, upon levels, upon levels. Okay. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like when you get to the 4th level, you should stop the 3rd level. No. The first level is position. You will still have that and go back to it and check that you are living by your position. The 2nd level is permission. So you got to do, they want to follow you. You got to make them continue to follow you. You got to consistently let the people want to follow you. Then you go to production. You don't stop producing. You don't stop talking to people. Today, I spoke to almost 22 people. You don't stop. You don't stop. This is a lifelong enterprise that we are doing. So you build upon it. You create new leaders. You create new leaders. You watch them present. You tell them, no, don't do it like this. Do it like that. You require sacrifice. Leadership requires sacrifice. Great people require sacrifice. Great reward requires great sacrifices. You got to develop people. So ask yourself, how many people have I developed now? How many people have I prepared to get to the point they are now presenting? How many people have I prepared so that they are presenting, so that I can say that I was part of them becoming the great presenters? Ladies and gentlemen, that is people development. It is hard, but once you get there, even God will thank you. Because that is exactly what Jesus was doing. He got 12 people. He didn't just send them away like that. He taught them. They will go, they will come with questions. Okay, if people say that you are the son of, what should we say? They will ask a question. Then Jesus will prepare them for the tougher things. So they will go and present. You got to develop leaders in your team. You got to develop leaders. You got to develop leaders more so in your team. And when you do that, they will die for you. They will sacrifice because you have sacrificed in the first place for them. Ladies and gentlemen, we must be selfless to be able to achieve real reward. Even God himself has to empty his intestines to come and die for some people. It is the greatest sacrifice. So everything that we are doing here is not money. It's not money. It's not that. Okay, it is sacrifice, and that sacrifice is more rewarding than the money that will come along. Now let's look at the pinnacle of leadership. The fifth level of leadership is called pinnacle leadership. It is the master. The word pinnacle means the top, the apex, the highest point. In fact, this kind of leadership is not even for our industry. This is the sort of leadership where people follow you, not because you are in go backup. People follow you. People who are not even go backup people follow you. People who are not even registered members of this even follow you. Why? And I'm telling you, because of who you are, because of what you have become, because of what you represent, because of the legacy and the reputation you have. Sometimes these are people who say your reputation precedes you. Like you mentioned the name, people are ready for you. People are ready to want to hear from you because of what you represent. Your influence extends beyond go backup, even beyond the industry. And I'm going to give you an example. For example, there are some people, there's a lady called Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington, her influence has gone beyond the United States. She's impacted people in South America, people in Asia, people in Africa. She's impacted so many people that people call her to come and give speeches on real estate. People call her to come and give speeches. She's written 2 books. She's written 2 books for women. They are not even in her industry. The pinnacle leadership is where your influence transcends you. Your impact. People love you. That's it. They love you. They love you. They love you. Okay? Because you love people. You love them. You love them. And when you love people, they love you back. And they can see that you want them to do well. Oh, it's not like you want to chop on them. No. They can see you love them. You want them to grow. You want them to do well in life. See, even when you're not there, that is the kind of leadership you're talking, the pinnacle leadership. That kind of Kwame Nkrumah-like leadership. That kind of Barack Obama-like leadership. So even when you are not in that position, even when you're not there, even in your death, your name is still in the mouth of people. You are sustainable. You have sustained the organization. You have created a certain culture. I'll give you an example. There's a coach, and the coach is known as Pep Guardiola. Don't worry if you don't play football. But Pep Guardiola used to play for, used to be a coach for Barcelona. And the way he plays his game, it was a certain style of play. It was pass, 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 pass. Then there's a goal. When he came to Manchester City, and he's still there, he brought that same style, pass, 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 there's a goal. And he took both teams to the Champions League and won. Even today, even though Pep Guardiola is not in Barcelona, his leadership, oh my goodness, his pinnacle leadership is still big. The long-term impact of his leadership is there. People are still playing pass because of what he did. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is critically important for you to understand that at this stage, for some of us, our pinnacle leadership hasn't arrived. You will have a long-term effect. Sometimes the videos you have done, the speeches you have made, the book you have written, the TV shows you have done, people will go and watch it and they will start loving you because they can see that you love people. Who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is a sacrifice. Leadership is going down. Leadership is emptying yourself, removing your intestines, and going all the way to the point of dying. That is hard, but that is rewarding. And that is the key aspect of leadership. Now, these are the 5 levels of leadership. The first level of leadership is leadership by position. The second level of leadership is leadership by permission. People are following you because they want to follow you. That's permission. Production is people are following you because of what you have done for them. People development. People are following you because of what you do for them. And finally, pinnacle leadership, where people see your respect, your influence. They follow you because of who you are, and more importantly, what you have become. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have some questions for you. Which leadership level are you currently operating at? I want you to please type it there. Can you type it there for me? Which leadership level are you currently operating? Out of the 5 levels of leadership, where do you think you are currently operating? Please put it down there for me. Which leadership level? And please remember, it is not going upward. It can be mixed. You can be having one without having the other. It doesn't matter. Which leadership level? Type it there for me. Are you operating at? Because that is the definition of whether you are going to do well or not. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot do well here. Neither can you do well in your job. Neither can you do well in life if you don't have these levels of leadership. I'm sorry. You must have one or all of it to be able to make an impact, to do well in life. Because you can't do well in life without the 5 levels of leadership. Okay. Frederick says he's a production leader. Okay. Production leader. Okay. So you got to identify which level of leadership you are. Number 2, what behaviors must move you to the next level? Now that you know what behaviors must move you to the permission leadership. What behaviors? What must you do for people for production leadership? What behaviors? There must be certain kind of behaviors that will motivate you to get to where you want to be. Who are you intentionally developing in your team? If you have nobody, then start developing yourself. Find someone you are intentionally going to develop. And if you do that, you will do well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch this video. That will summarize everything I said. And then after that, we'll show you some important announcement that will blow your mind into pieces. I want you to listen to Patman.
Organization, a lot of people have asked me to do.
Let's
leader.
watch.
That's a great leader. That's the most unbelievable leader. And over the 24 years of building this organization, a lot of people have asked me to do trainings or modules on leadership. How do I become a great leader? This is a multi-million dollar question in the industry of network marketing. Everyone wants to know the secret, the formula, the steps, all right? And over the years, I've tried my best to communicate leadership in every sense of the word, all right? But today, I'm going to summarize it for you on my YouTube video, guys, all right? To me, there is only one form of leadership. And that form of leadership is called leadership by example. Now, leadership is never power that is given. It is also power and influence. It is only power and influence that you earn. You cannot demand respect because you are a leader in network marketing. All right, you will end up becoming a dictator if you believe in your own hype. I have seen so many leaders in this industry self-destruct because they think that leadership in network marketing, being the upline, all right, is a position of power and authority and dictatorship. No, it's not. It's a position of duty, accountability, responsibility, service, all right, towards your downlines. Okay, then you will earn their respect and loyalty. You can never demand it. And leadership is only by example. That you can't just talk, but you have to walk the talk. This is fundamentally important. A lot of network leaders begin as networkers. They all begin as networkers with no downlines, all right? And they start signing up downlines and they have maybe a gift of speaking or training or whatever. And people follow them. They become an influencer. They become somebody people want to listen to. And then they make the biggest mistake in network marketing. That many leaders who become, or many networkers who become leaders in network marketing, stop becoming a networker. They become a leader. They think this is a corporate entity where you are a manager or CEO. No, you're not. You are an entrepreneur. You are a networker. So the first rule of leadership is leadership by example. A leader walks the talk, not only talk, it's easy to talk. And the third, a leader must never stop being a networker, because what got him to leadership must continue with consistency. All right, so I am today financially free as a networker, but I still am a networker. I still do presentations. All right, I still do trainings. I still lead by example. My commitment is 12 something in the morning. I'm still in the office, all right, supporting my downlines around the world. I can't tell people to work hard if I don't work hard. I can't tell my downlines to do presentation if I have stopped doing presentation. I can't tell my downlines to dream bigger if I don't dream bigger, guys. All right, that's the rule of leadership in network marketing. So leadership is always by example. So you have to ask yourself this million-dollar question. When you look in the mirror, all right, ask yourself, would you follow this person? Because you're looking yourself in the mirror. You know your strengths, your flaws, your weaknesses, your character, your mistakes, your ego. You know all that. So your check or your health checkup, all right, or your leadership checkup is to relax, take a deep breath, look into the mirror and ask yourself, would I follow this person? Would I follow this leader? Would I want an upline like this person? This is a million-dollar question. I recently had a fantastic discussion with the founders about this question. All right, would you want an upline like yourself? And be honest, is the answer yes or no? If the answer is no, then you're making the fundamental mistakes. You're not walking your talk. You have stopped being a networker. You have been overwhelmed by the glitz and glamour of network marketing and the edification that you no longer serve your downlines. You no longer retain your humility and empty cup, because to be a great upline, you must first and consistently be a great downline. All right? And a leader must demonstrate care. What you demand from your uplines, you must provide to your downlines. That's leadership. But in a nutshell, guys, all right, my YouTube unbelievable fans, by the way, please tell that your old grandfather was actually a freaking YouTuber on YouTube, okay? All right, and if I ever monetize this, I promise you from the bottom of my heart, all my money, I don't need it, will go to charitable causes around the world, okay? I seriously mean that, guys. All right, we must make a difference in other people's lives if you have been blessed with financial wealth. Okay, money is not good or bad, people are. And that's why I love this industry of network marketing, because we create wealthy people, but we also create good people. And then they can do good with their money. This has been the vision of our founders for a long time. So, coming back, in summary, to all of you, leadership is only by example. It is not what you say, it is not only what you do, it is who you are. Leadership is about your character. Leadership is having a transparency of your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Leadership is about caring for the people who have entrusted you with their journey to financial freedom. Leadership is about knowing that people depend on you, who you are. Great leaders are men and women who have shaped their life with powerful philosophies, all right, of humility. The mistake sometimes of this industry of network marketing, I believe, that they edify and they throw flowers and lights and sound and make you feel more important than you should be, which is a tool in network marketing. But it should not take over how you think and how you feel. And the greatest enemy of a leader is your own ego. The minute the ego tells you you are the best, that you are powerful, that all these people are your downlines and they must follow you, you self-destruct. Remember, even if you are a powerful, unbelievable leader in the network marketing industry, it is only possible because of the people who follow you, the people who believe in you, the people who built their organization that gave you financial freedom. You are nothing without your downlines. You are nothing without them. You are standing and raising yourself on their shoulders, guys. Remember that. All right? So ultimately, leadership, there's only one form: leadership by example.
Is that not powerful? Yeah, I think it's really powerful. Dorothy, what do you think about Patman's way? Because I couldn't put it better than
Yeah.
he could actually put it.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening. I mean, every aspect of leadership is what he has spoken about. Unfortunately, the leadership we have seen is what is like the level one leadership you spoke about, where we have forced to follow because the person is in the league. And today, what he just discussed just redefines what leadership truly is. It's more than just the position. And I can't even comment. Like every single sentence that came from Patman is just on point. I wish you could get this video to watch over and again, because once you are here, it doesn't matter which rank you are at, you are a leader already. The fact that you took the step to join this profession makes you a leader. And you only start to feel it when you register your first person. That's when it will be tested. And you can prepare yourself ahead of it by leading yourself first. I think one of the things, in fact, I should thank you so much too for all that you put in me. In fact, I think you have gone through, you are level five leader to me, personally, because we have gone through everything. And yes, we are struggling at the level four, but we are pushing through the level four where you are building people. And I truly wouldn't have become this person if it wasn't for everything that you took me to. So I salute you for this. And I think one thing that makes the difference is the willingness of the person to you can't want it too much for the person. I can only want it. One thing I learned over this period of being here is you have to love people to want to coach them. You can't coach people you don't love.
Hmm.
You
Please
can't
repeat
coach
that. That
people.
part is very, very important.
You have to love people to want to coach them to reach their dreams. You
Hmm.
can't lead people you don't love. Otherwise,
Hmm.
you're not there for them. and
Right.
and that is the driving force. So even when the person is not minding, not responding, you still don't give up, because you know
Yeah.
what this can be for the person when they pick up. And you can never tell when someone will pick up, like the example you said. It's just every day getting involved with their life, checking on them. And it's not checking on them, have you registered, have you called people, have you just be interested in the person's life first. Because the reason why some people are not really moving is because they have life issues. So if you
Hmm.
just show interest in somebody's life whilst you lead them on this, they know, oh, you're not here for just the business. You actually really love and care about them. And I appreciate you so much for this evening's training and what Farman poured out there. It's leadership by example. If you are leading, what you are doing is a reflection of what your downlines are doing. We reflect
Exactly.
whatever is happening to you. If they are not registering, I think they are not registering, you should ask yourself first, am I registering? Am I leading? Am I guiding? Perhaps there's something that
And not what you have registered.
no,
Because
no,
sometimes you might say that my people are not registering, but I have registered 50 people. No, it's not what
no.
you have done, it's what you are doing.
It's what you are doing, really. It's what you are doing. And I personally also have gone through the phases. There was a point where I was like, oh, let me stop and help everybody else. And by stopping and trying to help everybody else, I slowed down. And apparently they were all looking at me to keep going. So now I have to pick up again and start going. And when I
Yeah,
started going, everybody started going too. So they are really looking up to you. You might not
yeah,
see it, you might not feel it, but everybody is looking up to you. There's a day you don't speak on the pages. That means that day everybody is also asleep. Nothing is happening. But you must
exactly.
wake up and speak. And sometimes the things leaders put on the pages, it is things that inspire us first, and then we want to share it with other people. It's not people like Boss Lady Enyo, like I salute her every morning. Like definitely something will kick Enyo's heart in the morning and she'll post it on the page, and it is something deep. It will kick Dr. KO, it will kick the new leaders coming up. Everything
Mm,
posted is out of the care that has come out of someone's inspiration. And we do it for ourselves as much as we're doing it for you, because when it affects us, it affects you too. And because leaders have seen something, that's why they are keeping on going, and you just have to track what they are doing. So if you desire what you see, you should be willing to take the steps that those doing the things you are seeing are doing. Yeah, you should do exactly that. You can mimic it, and over time, before you know, you've
exactly.
also picked up the
Exactly.
skills and you are going. Yeah.
Exactly. And I like the point that you just said, which he had spoken of. You are the reflection of what is happening in your team.
Yes.
You are the reflection. I don't know what team that you are running, but if your team, because sometimes when a leader, I've seen a certain leader, then I told this person that I want you to be talking on the page. And he says that when I talk on the page, even my people can't even, they don't read. There's a point of person. They don't even read. So why should I go and I said, you talk there. Then this person talked for a week. No, truly none of her team members actually did anything. Then the second week, two of the team members went to, in fact, I even posted, they didn't comment on it, but they went to comment on their sponsor, their leader.
Yes.
Their leader.
Yes.
Then the leader called me and said, hey, don't go Kayo, don't
It
go
is
Kayo.
true,
Like
Prof.
you said it. Like
It's so
what
true.
I posted was not even important to them. It is what their leader has posted. And
Yes.
it has now continued like that. So
Yes.
you are a reflection of
Of what
what your team
your
is
team is
doing.
doing.
If
And
your
Prof,
team,
it's actually biblical.
mm,
The good book said, "My sheep hear my voice and they follow me."
yeah,
So everybody you bring in, they are listening to your voice. You can talk, I can talk, any leader can talk, but because you are the one who brought them in, it's
they
your
know
voice.
your voice.
Exactly. So it's your voice that they listen to. So if you brought somebody in and you are not talking, the person is waiting to hear from you. Is
Mm,
waiting to see you show up also. And when they see you showing up and doing activities, then they are encouraged to also be there. Because if you are going to be
exactly.
there, I have to be
Exactly.
there. If you are not talking, then that means it's not important to you. Then I also don't have to be there. And
Exactly.
it's just there.
It's so
Like,
true. One leader told me that as for Mensvik Hotel is so far, oh, I can't come. I said, no, you are not coming for yourself. You are coming for your people. When they know you are coming and they see you in the pictures, they will start coming. It's not when the person started coming, now the team members now started coming. Okay, he said,
mhm.
Doc, okay. So it's so true that your people are watching you. You move a step. Sometimes you move a step, they won't mind you. Two steps, they won't mind you. Three steps, they won't mind you. Until you've done 20 steps, then they will now take one step. And then they'll see. And so that is why you see that most of the key leaders, they don't stop talking. Like I have sent over 700 messages to one person. The person has not replied me. But I've never stopped also sending the messages. You know, that is it. The consistency is not for the person. Is and what we are discussing here, ladies and gentlemen, it is for your job. When you go to your job, your worship, your church, your organization, your company, your
at
own
home,
business,
even
the same principle applies. Look at Jesus. He was in the spiritual leadership. Look at Pep Guardiola, sports leadership that I spoke about. Look at politicians. Okay, you see it there. So what we are discussing here is not for go back up. A cat, even your family, If
even
you
at home.
want your family members, your children, to say that, don't watch this, don't watch this. Sometimes your children can come to you and say, Papa, Dad, Mama, you are watching. You are watching. So they are monitoring you. They do what you do. They follow you because of what you do. So when you are doing so much study yourself, you see your children will start learning more themselves because they can see their mom and dad learning so much. So what we are discussing here cut across so many aspects of life. Leadership by example. That's the key. Leadership by example. So wherever you find yourself, see whether you are the one doing the most. Ask yourself, am I the one doing the most from all the people here? And when you are the one doing the most, even if you are not a leader, you become leader by nature. You become leader by nature. Somehow, some nature will water you, and then things will become excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody is waiting for you. There's a woman here in this room who is over 70 years old, looking at the way you are behaving for her to be touched and do this project well and touch the lives and the lives of the people. There's a young man who wants to move up in life, and what you do. So when you go and talk to people and somebody doesn't listen to you, it is not for them, it's for you. You are building you because somebody is waiting for you. The last time I also will tell you that someone's life is connected to how you treat this business. Life, I'm talking about life and death, whether the person will live or die, is connected to how you treat this business. Something happened today, and it just shows how powerful it is. Okay, I got a call from somebody, an extended family person. They need an emergency. They've asked people, and they can't get that small amount. And then it hits somebody that, let me see whether this man has come back from abroad. They called me, and then when I send the money, the man can't stop thanking me. He's calling the other family members on the phone like that. Like everybody, almost about 10 people are all talking at the same time. Someone's life is connected to the actions you take today. So pay your dues by learning all the necessary things you can learn to make this program better, because it will become great, but you should be part of the greatness. Now, Dorothy, let's go to the announcement. Okay, let's go to the key details of the Strategic Leadership Summit. After today, the Leadership Summit flyer will be posted. So let's get the details of the Leadership Summit. What is in it now? Let me make this one bigger. Walk us
Yes.
through the dates to the end.
All right.
Ladies
So
and gentlemen, please listen, because this is the unveiling of the first ever serious leadership summit that will change everything, because of the caliber of people who are coming to train you.
yes. So I think if you're excited about this leadership summit, I think some reactions should come in the comment section, because everything Prof has spoken about this evening, sorry, and more is what is going to be broken down in this leadership summit. Everything you think you have known about leadership, everything you have known about mentorship, everything you've known about the concept of wealth creation, money, influence, communication, everything you think you've ever known is going to be reprogrammed and reorganized again. Because the beauty about this leadership summit is it's not about go back up at all. It's about building you, the person. Because when you are built up, this just becomes, it replicates in every part of your life. It makes you a person of value. And as we know, value commands its own return. And this is coming on the auspices of Go Back Up. So on the 21st and 22nd of March, 2026, we have about 5 weeks or so to come at Micklin Hotel. This time, Micklin Hotel at East Legon in Accra. It's a Saturday and a Sunday event. Saturday 21st is a full day event from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sunday is a half day event from 8:30 to 2 p.m. What is going to go into this? the value of it beats the price we are getting this at. The value, because if you are supposed to go for, I can't see it too well. Let me get onto my phone to just get the details out. Because if you're supposed to do each of those trainings, and trust me, I've paid for some of these trainings. It costs me more than what I'm having to pay for this event. So if you are serious about leadership, you are serious about learning, um, growing, you're serious about becoming that person who income is attracted to, I think you should take a look at this one too. So what we have on the bill, and this is just a summary of what is coming, is we are going to have speakers from outside Go Backup achievers, people who are winning already, coming to teach us the real deal, how they are doing it and how they are making it. So let's say for a subject like the CEO mindset, the value of it from the person who come to speak to us, if you had to pay for it alone, the value is about 2,000 cedis for a session. This is the kind of things that CEOs pay for, organizations pay for their leaders to go and get trained at. I paid for one of those last year. It was about 2,000 cedis just for that CEO mindset. But there's more to this, because on it also you have leadership, influence, and negotiation skills. That value is about 3,000 cedis. The bankers will tell you when they go for training how it costs per head, and that's about 3,000 cedis on its own. Then there's also um, business value and wealth creation. This is, you know, um, wealth creation is not about money. There are levels in wealth creation. Most of us just pin it at the money part, and beyond the money, wealth creation is more, and it's something you must know, because you are getting into a space where you are going to be creating wealth, and if you don't know how to manage the wealth, it will just disappear as it comes. And those principles are going to be taught. The value of that, over 5,000 cedis. This is where the multi-millionaires send their children to be taught how to create wealth. The value beats this amount, but that is the value that comes with. Beyond that, there's also communication, what's that on that? Sorry, forgive me, my eyes are not helping.
Branding and social media.
Branding and social media. Branding, communication, and social media. In the era we are in now, guys, if you are not on social media and on any platform, you don't own a handle, then you are missing out. Because the future people, the future customers you are going to get, they are looking for you on social media before they meet you. Lately, if you are looking for a job, they ask you for your LinkedIn profile. They don't want your CV. They want your LinkedIn profile. They want to read about you, not what you have written about yourself. It's about what you are doing. You need to have a handle and how to build it, how to brand your unique value and put it out there. The tools you can use to do that, and the platforms and the various platforms and what the demands are. How to be on TikTok, how to be on Instagram, how to leverage Facebook. You will need to know these things, and these things will be taught at this training, this leadership training, because leadership now is going beyond the one-on-one. People are leading in spaces on social media, and there's a unique niche you already carry that you have not put out there yet. And let me tell you about myself. So this year, I decided to do TikTok and educate people on health related stuff, and it's been just perhaps 3 weeks since I started. My viewership has grown from probably, was it 200 or so before the year started, to about almost 1,800 in just 2 weeks. I didn't know people were looking for things like this, but I just had to start. And if you just start, you need to know how to start it well. And the value of this training is about 3,000 cedis. This is so, I don't know, the price is so low. If you let someone handle this for you, how much they will charge you for it is even much more than that. Plus the conferencing materials and all the things that come with the venue and the resources that we need. When we looked at it, the money value of this was almost 15,000 Ghana cedis. And of course, knowing that that will not come easy, we have to find a way to make this work for every single person on this project. So if you are serious about leadership, you are serious about learning how to lead the right way, so you can duplicate it in every sphere of your life, there are packages that have been put out there to make it easy for everybody to get into this in the time frame that it has been set up. This is for people who are serious about leadership. the price point there is not put there for fun, because the value of the people we are bringing there, the value trumps the prices we have put out there. It's going to cost us even more to get people to come and teach us about this. We already have them, and the value coming out is more than the price. So look at the packages there. The Spark package is specially made for those who have already made the first decision already. You know you want to be here, you want to be there for the 2 days with everything that's coming. It's coming to you at 899 Ghana cedis, but of course there's a deadline to it. By the 15th, is it 15th or 18th of February? I'm saying 18th of February. If you can make that payment and secure your slot, you'll be in. But perhaps your money is not in. You are serious, but your money is delayed. You can go for the rice package. That's just about 1199, approximately 1,200 for the 2 days, just because of what is coming into it. And I'll say just rush for it. But if Lasho, you are one of the last bars people, the Thrive package is still there, because bookings end by the 15th of March. After 15th, the cases are closed, because we need to prepare adequately and properly for the serious-minded people. It's not, oh, it's an afterthought. If you want to do this, you know already by now that you need this and you want to grow. Look, what Prof has gone through to become the person he is. What some leaders who are winning have gone to become
I paid over $15,000.
Dollars.
Yes.
Dollars.
That's what I paid.
Training I went for, I think I paid almost $7,000 for a 3-day, 7,000 Ghana cedis for a 3-day event. I knew the value I was going to get out of it. Was what I got out of it is something I will not learn anywhere, in any classroom, in any setting, except in that setting I found myself in. So what our advice is, guys, don't look at the price. Look at the value you are going to get beyond the price. Look at the value you are going to get, the impact you are going to make beyond this, and start hitting up the registration link.
And let me just say that all of this even includes the food and the coffee breaks that a person is going to enjoy. So the person is still going to have, a buffet, and enjoy coffee breaks in between, and the whole buffet as well. So it's all part. And some people just go for buffet, and that alone at Fiesta Royal, you go for that alone, and it's going to cost like 400 cedis. That one alone,
Just the meal.
That's the meal. So, and this is 2 days we are talking about here. So the money is nothing. The money is nothing, not because it's affordable. What you gain and what you gain is very, very incredible. And I also want to put on board that people who are abroad and want to join this online, they can also do the same thing. Okay, if you want to join online throughout the event, you are also entitled to also participate wherever you are in the world. In fact, we have people in America who have decided to want to be part of this anyway. So make it. We don't want everybody. We want committed. In fact, if you are not committed and you even give back your income, because we need people that are really committed and want to go through this. It will change the dynamics of your thinking. It will change your mind, your life, your finances, your speech, the way you talk. It will affect your business. There's no doubt. It will affect your spirituality, the way you talk in your church, the way you talk in your job, the presentations that you give around. It will touch it. It will touch how you even want to do investment, because you learn about wealth creation in an unimaginable way. How you can even budget, how you can create a budget that will multiply your current income. And we shall also teach how to become a millionaire between 15 to 25 years. How a person can become a millionaire in any currency between 15 to 25 years. So there are so many benefits that one can get beyond Go Backup. Make no mistake, we shall also learn about Go Backup. We shall learn the inside out of Go Backup and how one can actually take advantage of the new momentum, okay, that is coming. Oh, by the way, we had a board meeting and I just received my own link for the new program that has come. You know, that one that they were going to launch it, and Joel is going to speak for you. You don't even have to show your face. The whole thing will do everything for you. And then it will get more people, coming into your system. You don't even need to have subscribers, and yet you will get hundreds and thousands of people coming into you. It has been launched. Okay,
Nice.
we are going to go into deep on all of that also at the event for people to get it. So it's just incredible. Now let's go to Diamond Retreat.
Diamond Retreat, Diamond Retreat.
The event is there
I
are
just like the
plenty.
flyer and the coconut trees. It just makes me feel relaxed whenever I see this flyer. It gives you something to dream towards. So Diamond Retreat is open for every single person on the project now. And I think if you can capture and grasp the concept of leadership well, getting to a diamond will be very easy for you because you can just duplicate
Yes.
leadership in your organization and diamond happens. So Diamond Retreat is open for everybody who will hit the rank diamond by, I think it's August or October.
September.
September.
October, yes, October.
Yeah, October. If you can hit diamond by October, you get an all expense paid weekend away plus with your +1 at a coded location. We won't tell you the destination yet, but trust me, it is top level. It's a hotel stay. It's an all expenses paid, 3-course meal,
And it is
comfortable.
the first time ever in
First time ever
Gobaka.
in Gobaka.
And it is in Ghana. You know, I mean, for
It's not
Ghanaians, I mean,
anywhere
it
else.
is for
Yeah, the
Ghanaians.
privilege
So
to have this.
that is just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, guys. When you look at the place, just let's pray that after the leadership, that's why the leadership program is being done earlier next
Yeah.
month, because what is going to be discussed there is going to prepare a person to just hit rank by heart, you know, just hit the ranks left, right, and center. So, ladies and gentlemen, make your decision. You have 8 days to take the 899, 8 days more, and you can take the 899, or wait till the 15th March and pay the 1499. It is up to you. I will be there. I have already paid my 899, and I'm going to learn in a way that will make me better. The
Me too.
only thing that makes us live is learning. Learning is the foundation of life. Learning, not money, learning. And so if a person loves learning, the person will by all means live longer. The person will live longer. The person will have earnings because learning leads to earning. The final message.
If I let me thank you so much for this evening's presentation on leadership. It's been very insightful. In fact, I'm going to look forward to the Pac-Man video because I need to watch it over and over again. And I want to encourage everyone to take advantage of the
I think that they have to know whom they will contact. Oh, there's a link they will pay, isn't it?
Yes.
There's
A message will be put on the group page with the
right
link.
after here.
Right after here with the link for payment, and once you pay, you have to just send the code and upload the payment receipt to the link so that the person handling the payment will take advantage, will register you. And once you are registered, you'll be put on a platform where communication continues there about this. So look out for the flyer coming out very soon, and don't miss out on this. Sometimes it takes just one strategic meeting to change your life forever. And this will be that one that will change it.
And let me tell you, you know that the one I said I paid 15,000. I paid it by installment at the time because it was not cheap. So I paid $5,000. Then I paid another $5,000. At that time, I was not even in Go Backup. And then I paid another $5,000. When I paid the first $5,000, somebody told me that I'm crazy. When I paid the second $5,000, somebody told me I'm crazy. By the time I finished paying the $15,000, I had the negotiation skills I later. I had secured a contract with the National Petroleum Authority of $95,000 already, you know, and it settled everything and gave me more. Now that skill has made me go places I never thought of going. So one thing can change everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all very much indeed for being on the call. It's been a pleasure having everyone here. It's always a joy to have these meetings because people of the same mental straightness always move in the same direction. And I promise you, people will benefit more from these learnings than the income that they'll be getting. Because people are changing, people are becoming, people are growing, people are becoming better. People are networking. People are getting to know people through this program. People are connecting with several people through this program. And sometimes, you see, you may think that you have to go abroad before you can do well in life. You will pray, you will fast, you do everything, abroad will never come, because your mind has switched to abroad, when it is here that your glory has to speak. You just have to open the mind that your glory has to speak in the soil where you are, and focus on that, because that's where your manna is. You have to collect that manna instead of going back to the Egypt to go and collect pomegranate. So let's do that and make sure that we achieve the success of our life, and then our children, our family, they will thank us for what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much indeed, Dr. Dorothy. Thank you so much indeed for coming here. Thank you, for all the wonderful comments you've been putting it there. Let's get our name registered and get the Leadership Summit right on going. Anybody who makes the payment and registers, that person's name will be put on the page and recognized for that purpose, so that others will know. There's also a limit to the number that we are dealing with, okay? Because we have sealed the capacity of the room, because we don't want so many people. Leadership is usually few. We want few people. And so once we get that few people, we just stop the numbers. So if you know you're going to do it, please do. You'll be surprised that it is truly few people that we are looking for, because other people who are not even go backup people have indicated that they want to join this, because they know the caliber of the people who are presenting. And they told them that I'm going to present. So if I'm going to present, then I'm going to move my... And when they looked at the price, they say, are you joking? Because that's not the prices that they normally will pay there. So guys, just take advantage of what you have, and let's make us great again. Thank you all very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day. And tomorrow we have a presentation. Okay, Rita will do a good presentation tomorrow, where we shall, this time is for the public. Invite your friends. I'll be there myself. Invite your friends and enemies and co-workers. Tell them that they should come and listen to great news. That's it. Keep it simple. And when they come, they'll be grateful they did. Thank you, Dr. Dorothy. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.